Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. I know I've not posted for a while, but I have been quite busy. Anyway, the reason that I'm posting this video now is because at the time of recording, I am up to 994 subscribers. So just a half a dozen away from the magic 1,000. So everyone that's subscribed already, I really appreciate you. Thank you very much. You've really helped keep me motivated, even though I haven't been putting many videos out. You've helped me keep me motivated working on the cars. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Let's see if we can get to that 1,000, and then who knows, maybe 1,010. Right. Anyway, quick update on the fleet. First of all, the 63 there. Lighting's not brilliant, is it? But you can just see it there. Put this light on. There we are. In one of my last videos, I showed you getting the clutch sorted by putting shims on it. That worked very briefly. Because the thrust bearing collapsed, or the clutch release bearing collapsed and contaminated the disc. So I finished up taking it all apart and putting in a Daikin Super disc rather than the Blackmagic one that was in there. The Blackmagic one is sort of damaged really, it needs to be relined. The Daikin one works most of the time, but when it comes on boost it does still slip even though I have shimmed it out. So I need to do something about that. I have found a place that can reline the clutch, so I'll get that done at some point. But for the moment, it is, for the most part, drivable. It's not raceable, but it is drivable, so I can take it to shows and whatnot. Other than that, nothing much happened with it, really. I've just got a label maker today, and, oh, you can't see it from there. I'll come on this way. Just got a label maker today, so I have just labelled all the dashboard there. Just a bit of play with it, really. So that's that. The square back up there, the beloved square back, has been causing me quite a few problems. I'll just walk around there to it, and while I'm walking I'll tell you what's happened. So a couple of months ago I was on my way down to a show with it, and it developed a really bad misfire. It developed a misfire because, or it happened immediately after setting off from a junction when there was really bad clutch judder. Now, when I owned this car 30 years ago, the clutch juddered then as well, and I just thought it was contaminated at the time or whatever. Anyway, it's still doing it. But the car shook violently, and what it turned out has happened, to cut a long story short, is it shook some crap loose that was in the bottom of one of the carburetor float bowls and blocked one of the jets. However, the symptoms were that the condenser was bad. So I finished up at the show that I was going to, getting new points, condenser, rotor arm, distributor cap, and leads and plugs and everything, and replaced everything on the ignition side. Didn't cure it. I then discovered that the Weber carbs were on standard Solex manifolds, and the Solex manifolds are a little bit taller and a little bit sort of more tucked in than the correct Weber manifolds. So I got new manifolds because that also sorted out a problem with the balance pipe between them. So it's now got all new ignition system, new manifolds, a better balance pipe arrangement. But in all my messing about with it and clearing out the jets and redoing the linkage because the manifolds are slightly different, I finished up messing up the carb balance. I've just had it rebalanced at an old school motorsports prep place up the road in Bury. I think it seems to be okay, but the clutch judder was still there when I was coming back, and in fact it was so severe that it was bouncing it out of gear, setting away from traffic lights, so I wasn't able to test drive it properly. But I did discover, I'm going to put my torch down somewhere, there it is, I did discover that the Bowden cable and the clutch there didn't have any sag in it. This cable here should have sag in it like it has now. And that's probably why the clutch was juddering so badly. So anyway, I fixed that. I just need to sort of readjust the clutch and get it all back together again. But that's going to have to wait for another day. So yeah, that's done. Where are we now? The rest of the car seems to be working really well. I've heat wrapped all the exhaust. Starts and runs and idles and everything perfectly. It just wasn't running right under load. That's the 63, told you about that, told you about the square back. Oh, the Mexi. The Mexi hasn't changed at all. It's still sat into the unit, which is over, oh, sun's in the eyes. So it's under there, near my Audi. I've not even touched that. So the plan is to get this thing drivable, drive it home, put it in the garage, bring the Mexi in here, and get some work on it and get it finished. The other thing is, big news, this thing, the 63, is for sale. I have decided to sell it. It's a great car. I love it to bits. It's a lot of fun to drive, but I just don't need it. You know, the racetrack's 200 miles away. It's too expensive to take it down there and race it, which leaves sort of Run What You Brung and local car shows, and the Squareback's for the local car shows. So it's up for sale. I'm not giving it away, but if it sells, it sells. If it doesn't sell, it doesn't sell. I don't need to sell it, but I don't need to keep it either. If I do sell it, the money's going to go on the Square and get that perfect. So anyway, that's that. Just a quick short video from me, just a quick update, just to say I haven't gone away. Thanks very much for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, and I'll see you soon, hopefully with another one. In fact, it might even be next week, because on Sunday I'm going to a meet-up called Wheels Up North in Preston, which is about 50-something miles away. So it's the longest journey I've ever done in this car. I'm going in the 63. It's the longest journey I've ever done in that car. So fingers crossed I get there and it's all okay. Yeah, I'll try and do a video from there, probably. Depends how busy it is, because I get a bit self-conscious about filming in public. But we'll see anyway. Anyway, thanks a lot. I'll see you all soon. Bye.